The modern workforce has undergone a seismic shift, ushering in an era where traditional employment often feels like a relic of the past. Welcome to the gig economy, a landscape brimming with flexibility, autonomy, and, for many, an undeniable financial roller coaster. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate financial challenges faced by those navigating this dynamic world, starting with what we call the great income roller coaster. Imagine the exhilaration of a fantastic month where projects flowed, clients paid promptly, and your bank account looked healthier than ever. It's easy to feel a surge of optimism, perhaps even a fleeting sense of financial security. But then, the next month arrives and the phone stays silent. Invoices linger unpaid. New opportunities dry up. This brutal reality of unpredictable earnings is the cornerstone of the gig economy's financial stress. A good month offers no guarantee for the next, leaving many trapped in a relentless cycle of feast or famine. The mental toll this takes is immense, fostering anxiety, doubt, and a constant underlying pressure to perform. Consider Sarah, a freelance graphic designer whose story resonates with countless others. Sarah's budgeting nightmares are a vivid illustration of this challenge. One month I'm celebrating a big client win and feeling flush, she explains. The next, I'm meticulously tracking every penny, wondering if I'll make rent. It's exhausting. She navigates these income peaks and valleys by maintaining a strict spreadsheet, forecasting potential dry spells, and even consciously underspending during good months. It's a constant juggling act, demanding foresight and discipline that traditional employees rarely have to exercise. So, how can you combat this volatility? Our first actionable tip is the income smoothing strategy. This isn't about conjuring consistent income out of thin air, but rather about creating artificial stability for yourself. First, prioritize building a buffer fund during your prosperous periods. Think of it as a personal savings account specifically designed to absorb the shocks of slow months. In anticipation of a lean period, you can then strategically draw from this buffer, distributing your earnings more evenly across the year. This method transforms your financial landscape from jagged peaks and troughs into a more manageable rolling hill. Beyond the paycheck itself, gig workers face what we term the benefits black hole. When you're self-employed, the invisible costs traditionally covered by an employer suddenly become your responsibility. We're talking about healthcare premiums, retirement planning, paid time off, and even basic sick leave. These are significant expenses that can quickly erode your take-home pay. An insurance broker we spoke with highlighted the stark contrast. For a traditional employee, a comprehensive benefits package can be worth tens of thousands of dollars annually. Gig workers have to source and pay for all of that out of pocket, often at retail rates, which are significantly higher. The options available to gig workers are often complex and expensive, a stark reminder of what's sacrificed for flexibility. This leads directly to the critical importance of an emergency fund. For gig workers, an emergency fund isn't just a good idea. It's an absolute necessity. When sick days don't come with vacation pay and unexpected expenses can't be absorbed by a steady paycheck, liquid savings become your lifeline. Without this safety net, a minor setback can quickly snowball into a major financial crisis. Building a robust emergency fund should be your paramount financial goal, offering peace of mind and resilience against the unpredictable nature of the gig economy. The flexibility inherent in the gig economy, while appealing, often comes with a steep financial price, leading many into the debt trap and credit conundrum. Without a consistent, predictable income, gig workers frequently find themselves relying on high-interest credit cards for basic needs when income dips. This isn't about discretionary spending, it's about covering rent, groceries, or unexpected bills during lean periods. The allure of quick access to funds can easily lead to a cycle of debt where minimum payments barely cover interest, trapping individuals in a precarious financial state. The myth that inconsistent income automatically harms your credit score needs clarification. It's not the inconsistency itself, but rather the resulting missed payments or high credit utilization that truly impacts your score. Lenders view gig workers with a more nuanced lens, often looking for a history of responsible credit use, even if the income isn't W-2 based. They scrutinize payment history, debt-to-income ratios, and overall credit utilization, making it crucial for gig workers to be extra diligent. Building credit as a gig worker requires smart strategies. First, explore alternative lending options designed for those with non-traditional income streams. Some fintech companies specialize in underwriting loans based on bank account data, rather than just traditional employment verification. Secured credit cards are another excellent tool. You deposit money into an account, and that deposit acts as your credit limit, allowing you to build a positive payment history without high risk to the lender. Crucially, tracking your business expenses meticulously is vital. Not only does this simplify tax season, but it also paints a clearer financial picture for potential lenders, demonstrating financial responsibility and understanding of your revenue and costs. Moving beyond single income streams, we delve into mastering the side hustle stack. In today's gig economy, one gig is often not enough. The rise of the multi-hyphenate, individuals with multiple income sources, is a testament to the need for diversifying income streams. This isn't just about earning more, it's about building resilience against the inherent volatility of any single gig. If one platform cuts rates or a client project falls through, you have other income sources to fall back on. Mark, a rideshare driver, demonstrates this perfectly. He not only drives for a rideshare app, but also runs a successful Etsy shop selling custom-made crafts and offers part-time marketing consultation services. His secret? It's about leveraging different skills and interests, Mark shares. The rideshare covers my immediate bills, the Etsy shop is my creative outlet and extra income, and consulting builds my professional portfolio. It's a portfolio of income. He strategically allocates his time, using slower periods in one gig to focus on another, effectively maximizing his earning potential and minimizing downtime. However, stacking multiple gigs without a plan can quickly lead to burnout. The key is to implement strategies for managing multiple gigs without sacrificing your well-being or productivity. First, strict time management is paramount. Block out specific hours for each gig and stick to them. Avoid the temptation to constantly be on call. Second, automate wherever possible. Scheduling tools, invoicing software, and even social media posting for your Etsy shop. Third, learn to say no. It's easy to overcommit when chasing income, but overextension leads to exhaustion and diminished quality of work. Prioritize gigs that offer the best return on your time and energy, and don't be afraid to decline opportunities that don't align with your capacity or financial goals. Remember, sustainability is key. Finally, we look at future-proofing your financial freedom. This involves shifting from reactive problem-solving to proactive financial planning for long-term stability. It's about moving beyond merely surviving to thriving in the gig economy. The power of automation cannot be overstated. Set up automatic transfers for savings, investments, and especially tax obligations. Treat your future self as a non-negotiable bill. This practice ensures that when tax season arrives, you're not scrambling for funds or facing unexpected penalties. Many gig workers fall into the trap of spending all their earnings without accounting for taxes, leading to significant financial stress. By automating these transfers, you effectively pay yourself first, ensuring your financial health is prioritized. Now, let's dive into the gig worker's financial playbook, outlining essential steps to building wealth, even with inconsistent income. First, establish a robust emergency fund. Aim for at least 6 months of living expenses, ideally more, given the income volatility inherent in gig work. This fund acts as your primary safety net, preventing you from falling into debt during lean periods or unexpected crises. Next, prioritize debt repayment, especially high-interest consumer debt like credit cards. The interest rates on these can quickly erode any financial progress you make. Focus on a debt snowball or avalanche method to systematically eliminate these burdens. Once your emergency fund is solid and high-interest debt is under control, turn your attention to retirement savings. Don't let the lack of a traditional employer-sponsored 401 deter you. As a self-employed individual, you have access to powerful tax-advantaged retirement accounts. A Roth IRA is an excellent starting point. Contributions are made with after-tax dollars, meaning your qualified withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. You can contribute up to a certain annual limit, and it offers flexibility if you need to access contributions before retirement without penalty. For those with higher income, setting up a solo 401 is a game changer. This plan allows you to contribute both as an employee and as an employer, significantly increasing your annual contribution limits compared to a traditional IRA. This means more money growing tax-deferred for your future. The Solo 401 is specifically designed for self-employed individuals and business owners with no full-time employees other than themselves or their spouse. It's a powerful tool for building substantial wealth over time, leveraging the benefits typically reserved for large corporations. Another crucial step is to invest in your skills and business. Education, certifications, and tools that enhance your marketability and efficiency as a gig worker are not expenses. They are investments. The better equipped you are, the more you can earn and the more resilient your income streams become. Consider setting aside a portion of your earnings specifically for professional development. Finally, regular financial review is non-negotiable. At least once a quarter, sit down and review your income, expenses, savings, and investment performance. Are you on track with your goals? Do adjustments need to be made? The gig economy is dynamic, and your financial strategy should be too. Be flexible, adapt to changes in the market, and continuously seek opportunities to optimize your financial health. By embracing these strategies, from income smoothing and managing benefits to smart credit practices, diversifying income, and proactive financial planning, you can transform the challenges of the gig economy into opportunities for true financial freedom. It requires discipline, continuous learning, and a proactive mindset, but the rewards are profound: control over your finances, resilience against economic shifts, and the ability to build a secure and prosperous future on your own terms. The journey may be unconventional, but with the right playbook, you can master the modern workforce and thrive.